Hey everybody, my name is Leslie Butenbaugh and I am a Gold Ambassador with Plexus Worldwide, and I am a wife, a mom of 5 crazy busy kids, and I also work full-time by trade as a paralegal in the legal profession. So my life is crazy busy and it's full of high stress and it's never stops and I don't get any downtime. I wanted to stop and just take a minute to share with you a little bit about my journey and a little bit about my story. I started Plexus in, let's see, what year is this? Okay, so I started Plexus in May of 2016, I believe. I've been on the products a little over a year and a half, so I think that's right. Almost 2 years. So what I wanted to let you guys know is that, like I said, I'm a mom of crazy busy kids. We do everything, I think, except wrestling and swimming. So right now is a crazy busy time in our world, as you know, I've got 3 planned traveling ball as well as high school ball, and things are just crazy busy. I started the products because I felt like ick. I just felt like crap all the time. My stomach hurt after every single meal I ate. Didn't matter what it was. I could eat a simple, healthy salad with lots of great things in it, or I could eat a burger from McDonald's, and my stomach would react the same way. It got to a point where I refused to go out to eat, and I was almost to a point where I refused to eat. And when I did eat, I binge ate, because I was like, if I'm gonna eat, I might as well make it worth it. And if this is glaring a little bit, I'm sorry. The sun's finally coming out here, and it's been a gloomy day all day long, so I apologize. Once I got to a point of, I'm tired of feeling like this, I reached out to Brooke Knitz, who I had been watching. Her husband coached my oldest in basketball, and I really just watched her. She lives her story. She's a mom of crazy boys, and she was an inspiration to me, and I wanted to feel that way. I wanted to feel good again. I wanted to have the energy to keep up with my family. I didn't want to be a monster mom, which is basically what I was. The kids joke that I'm just a scary, mean mom, and that hurt my feelings, but I kind of just grabbed onto it and lived that life. You know, if they're going to call me that, why not, right? So my stomach was the first reason that I started doing it. Energy and being able to keep up with my family was the second reason. And the third reason was because I went in for some blood work for our yearly insurance, so that they could price our insurance policy for our health insurance. And I was pre-diabetic, scared the living daylights out of me. My grandmother was a type 1 diabetic, gave herself insulin shots 3 times a day. We, as kids, learned the signs of a low insulin or low blood sugar, high blood sugar. And, you know, I didn't want to have to give myself shots. I learned how to give her shots at the age of 7 in case she had an attack and could not do it for herself. I didn't want to live that life. I didn't want to have to carry needles and insulin with me everywhere I went. I didn't want to have a kit. I didn't want my kids to have to worry about me and if I was eating right. So I took it into my own hands, and I started on just the Triplex, which is the Slim, the BioCleanse, and the ProBio 5. And then I added in the X Factor vitamin. I was a crazy person and went all in, had a little bit of detox, some headaches, which I already had daily. So it wasn't anything new to me. I was in such a hot mess that it was a daily headache, and my husband was lucky to get a conversation with me without an ice pack on my head trying to get rid of the headache. So year and a half in, I no longer have daily headaches. I also no longer have stomach pain. I can eat anything you put in front of me, but I don't because I want to be healthy. Let's be realistic, and Plexus is a tool. So what I will tell you is that the pain levels that I had in my body because I was not taking care of myself is almost gone. I no longer have the tummy issues. I no longer have the headaches. I no longer have the fatigue that I had where I would get home from an 8-hour shift and go to bed or lay on the couch in a zone. Penny, get over here! Sorry, my dog's running off. Hold on. Get over here. Okay, sorry. Finishing up. you know, my life isn't perfect and I do still have days where I feel icky or I hurt, but overall I'm having more good days than bad. And ultimately that's our goal, is to have more good days than bad, because we all know that we get sick. We don't feel good at times. We get tired. But at this point, I'm able to actually listen to my body instead of my body just screaming at me, not knowing, like, it felt like my body was screaming to me in Japanese because I didn't understand what it was telling me. So that's a little bit about my story. If you have questions about my journey, about my products, about what I did, post them in the comments. I'd be happy to answer any of your questions. If you have your question that's a little more private and you wouldn't want to do it on the page, shoot me a private message. I'm happy to help and happy to answer your questions. Everybody have a blessed evening. I'm going to enjoy a little more sun, and I will see you later.